Viewers are always asking me, what can I do to make landscaping easier? Well, it's hard work, but it's not rocket science. I have found one tool indispensable in landscaping. The thing is, you're not going to get it at any store. You're going to have to make it. But that's okay, because it's going to be fun and it's easy to do. Stick around and I'll let you know how to do it. Say hello to my little friend. This is the big ass square. Where's my table gonna go? How big should my fireplace be? These are the questions that this thing answers. You're gonna want this in every piece of your landscaping experience. The first thing you're gonna need is a piece of plywood. This is a piece of plywood. It's just a standard size. It's cheap, light, and easy. You may even have some laying around. Basically, all we're gonna do today is make two big ass squares.
The big ass square is actually a simple build. All you're going to need is a few basic tools, some safety equipment, and some good instructions.
Now we have our 4x8 piece of plywood. We're going to make a 4x8 square. We're going to use this T-square to help us make our cuts.
Use a ruler to measure 12 inches from the edge of your plywood sheet. Use your straight edge to draw a line 1 foot from the edge. Be sure to do this for the 4 foot and 8 foot side of your panel.
Now all our lines are drawn, and it's almost time for some power tools. But first, we're going to drill a hole right here in this corner, and it's going to give us something that we can saw up to. And now, it's time to party.
By using a 2x4 as a guide, you'll be able to keep your cuts nice and straight.
Now that the first one's cut, it's time to start on the second one.
When starting your second square, be sure to use the factory edges, not the ones you just cut. After your cuts, it should look something like this.
Now that we have our big ass square, we're going to think of this as one big ruler. And I'm going to paint mine yellow. By painting it, you're going to give it a little bit extra protection from getting wet, rain, all the elements. And yeah, rulers are yellow. Okay, we're back from lunch. As you can see, the paint's all nice and dry. Now it's time to make it an actual ruler. Our block works on 4-inch increments. So what we're going to do is mark it every 4 inches, and we're also going to mark it every foot.
Now this is just a guide before you go over it with your permanent marker.
Okay, now that it's marked, we're going to take a permanent marker and we're going to go down and we're going to mark all the way across our square at every foot. And then after that, we're going to go back and we're just going to put small marks every 4 inches. But first, we'll mark all the way across every foot.
This is the time you're going to make sure your marks are extra pretty.
As you can see, now we have our ruler marked into square foot sections. Now we're just going to go back. We're going to mark it every 4 inches. Just put a little tick mark will be fine. If you follow my instructions, you should be the proud owner of these two big, beautiful squares. One's 4 by 8 and one's 3 by 7. Follow along and watch, and you'll see how important these can be when you're landscaping.